Okay, this is Graham at Defrag 2011, the 5th anniversary of this great show, and I'm with James Altucher.
I feel like this is the Grateful Dead or something. It's the 5th anniversary. We're all going to start camping out.
It is. It's a thing, you know. It's like, and they're, look at them. They're standing in line over there to get their goodie bags.
Wow.
And
am I going to have to stand in line? What's the story?
I don't know. Well, no, you get to cut to the front of the line. So, James, you're speaking later this morning, right?
Yes. I think 9:30, 9:45.
Yeah, and you are a famous author. Is your book still #1 on Amazon?
Well, for motivation, it was #1 for 15 seconds.
Then it went to
Then it went to #2, and now it's hanging out.
Yeah, and the title of the book again?
I was blind, but now I see.
Yeah.
It's my 7th book, but it's the 2nd book that I've self-published. I'm all in favor of self-publishing.
Oh, it's a self-published book.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
This way, I get the idea, I write the book, and it's published like a few months later or a week later.
You are one prolific dude, I'll tell you. But tell us a little bit about your background. You've been an entrepreneur, you've been a hedge fund manager.
Yeah, so I've started and sold 3 companies. I've also traded for hedge funds. I ran a fund of hedge funds. My last company that I sold was called stockpicker.com. I sold it to thestreet.com. We had millions of uniques a month. It was basically an idea generator for people who wanted to trade stocks, and the street loved it. A lot of companies loved it. We had deals with everybody.
When was that? When was that sale?
2007.
Okay.
And so since then, I've been doing VC-style activities. I'm invested in about 13 different companies.
Can you name some of those?
Yeah, Buddy Media.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a big platform for Facebook marketing. Bitly, which is a URL shortener. Cetera, which
New York companies, right?
Yes.
Which is where you live.
And, and Cetera, which is an Israel-based company, is a storage, cloud storage.
What's
technology.
That one?
Cetera, C-T-E-R-A.
Oh, yeah.
And then some biotech companies. One company that's about to file for an IPO, so I can't say what it is. But some biotechs I'm in as well.
So you're not part of you don't have your own VC fund. Would you describe yourself as a super angel then, or what?
Yeah, I do a lot. What I typically do is somebody's doing a round, and I get together a group and then invest with that group.
Who are some of your favorite fellow investors? I mean, that's on record, I suppose, isn't it? I mean,
like with Cetera, I invested with Benchmark. I like them. On Bitly and Buddy Media, I invested with a lot of people, ranging from a couple people at this conference. Roger Ehrenberg is one of them.
Oh, yes.
Howard Linson, Peter Thiel invested in that. Ron Conway invested in that.
Yeah. Is Fred Wilson in that one, too?
Fred Wilson is not in that one.
Okay.
I don't think I'm in any deals with Fred Wilson.
Oh, you aren't yet. Okay. You obviously know Fred, though.
So I'm not in Twitter or Etsy or Zynga, unfortunately.
Yeah, right. Well, you're in some good ones, and you're speaking today along with another fellow that you've appeared on CNBC with a lot, and that's Paul Kudrowski.
Yeah, Paul
right?
Kudrowski. Paul and I actually once pitched a show idea to CNBC.
Oh, you did?
But they either rejected it or the guy we pitched it to got fired. I can't quite figure out what happened. So
yeah, but you still appear on CNBC. Is it fairly regularly? Or?
Yeah, I'm guest hosting for the full hour at 5 a.m. on Friday, actually.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be tuning in on that.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, well, let me ask you a couple of questions.
My goal is to not prepare at all before that. I'm not reading the news this entire week, and then I'm going to go on and guest
I love that. You know, it's right from the heart stuff. Okay, so you wrote a great post that TechCrunch ran just a few days ago, right?
Yes.
On making your own luck. Was it like how entrepreneurs can make their own luck?
Yes, and the idea was I was afraid at many points that I only got lucky. So I started a company that made websites in 1996. So guess what? Every company in the world needed a website then, and there was combined with an internet boom. So I started to wonder and analyze on all of my successes and failures, what factor did luck play? And I broke it down, and I basically kind of came up with the key components that any entrepreneur can use to increase their chances of being lucky. And actually, my second to last book was How to Be the Luckiest Person Alive. So luck is something you can very much control.
Yeah.
Whether or not you get enough sleep is an important consideration on luck. Whether or not you actively exercise or exercise your idea muscle or stay in emotional relationships that make you happy or have a sense that you can't control the entire world around you. These are all important aspects that can help you create your own luck.
Absolutely. You got to be prepared to, and luck will find you, kind of. Huh?
Exactly.
So what other advice would you give entrepreneurs today?
Well, a lot of the things, a lot of it is based on health. If you're sick, you can't be a successful entrepreneur. If you're constantly doubting yourself and are constantly indecisive, you can never be a successful entrepreneur. So I'm always encouraging people to focus on 4 factors of their life and make those 4 factors healthy. So physical, emotional, mental, even spiritual, which is kind of a bad word in entrepreneurial land. But by spiritual, I mean having a sense that you can't control everything in the world.
Right.
Bad stuff happens, and sometimes you have to say, I did everything I could, help me out. And and for mental health, always come up with new ideas, always be flexible. Write down 10 ideas a day about anything. You know, for emotional health, try not to hang out with people you don't love or like or enjoy being around. That's the easiest way for emotional health. And obviously we all know about physical health, eat right, try to exercise. We can't always do all these 4 things, but try as much as possible to have them in mind, and that will increase chances. Everyone else thinks, oh, I got to come up with a tech idea, or I got to be a computer programmer, or I got to know how to patent something. But that's the last things you do. I'll tell you, with my last company, I didn't even incorporate until the day before I sold the company. So
that was a great story. I read that.
Sometimes the lawyers are the last people you call. The first people you call are the first people you stop calling are the people you hate, and then from there a business starts.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic advice, James. So what's the topic of your talk later on?
Well, everybody here is talking about very intelligent things. I don't even really know what big data is. I hope I'm going to figure that out at this conference. But I'm going to talk about how suddenly everybody has become a personal branding expert. Everyone's working on their personal brand. And the phrase personal brand didn't even exist before 2007. I confirmed this. And so I kind of think when everyone uses the word branding, it means they're going to lie to me and then try to take my money. So the whole idea of my talk, which maybe is going to be completely boring to everyone interested in big data, is that honesty is really what is going to drive success. And I have some examples of it, ranging from Google to myself, and I hope it's interesting.
Well, I'm sure it will be. Well, I'm great looking forward to it. Thanks for taking the time here at Early Breakfast, and we'll talk to you later, James.
Thanks.
Hey, that was good. We went 7.
Yeah, good.
But I could go 20 minutes with you easily.
Yeah, no, some answers I gave big answers to, but...
Oh, no, that was great. Yeah. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to diving into your book.
So you think that talk sounds interesting in a big data crowd? Like,
oh, hell yeah.
About,
are you kidding? Yeah, this is not a tech conference as you think it is.
Yeah, okay.
It's more about ideas. So passion. That's what it's about.
Well, I have pictures of Kim Kardashian in the talk, so that actually ignites.